Wow. What the fuck? Hold on a second. Are we missing someone? I don't... One of you guys looks different.
It's
One of you has a disco. One of you has a disco ball head. Take that off.
One of them was disco, the other one was gay. And the other one was Randy. So which one of you is Randy?
Who's Randy?
What's Halcyon? Welcome to greetings from Baja Blast, China.
Do you have that written? Do you have that written down?
What?
I don't know what you were doing.
What?
Baja Blast, China.
Baja
Blast, China.
Welcome to Baja Blast, China. Where is my favorite Christ? John can answer that. Literally, when he says I'm going to be late, he means it.
Yeah.
Right.
He can explain when he gets here. I have actually no idea why.
He said he made a lapse in judgment.
He started eating food off the ground again.
He'll be here. He'll be late. But for now, welcome.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to greetings from the internet, U.S.A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 3D Blast and Discoholic, not Christ, but Dan Mason. Woo!
Hi, everybody.
He's back.
I'm back, and I'm ready for action.
He's ready. He's back. He's here to rework everyone's favorite song.
Right.
You made a song. I'm making it again.
I used to make music. Now I'm making it again.
Dan Mason 2.0, baby.
Dan Mason 2.
We're just starting from the beginning again.
Is this so? Wait, if you remake a Vaporwave 2 track, is it Vaporwave 4 or Vaporwave 3? Which a second version of 2, is that 3 or is that 4?
It's like squared, so it'd be 4. Right?
It's still 4.
Yeah.
Just a different way to get there.
But yeah, it's squared. So if I were to remake the remake.
Remake the remake. Yo.
But it'd be cubed. So at that point. It'd be 8. Yeah.
So since we don't have Christ on right now, we'll have Dan Mason to replace him for the time being. And when Christ comes back, Dan Mason's got to go.
Yeah, I'm out.
Well, what would John say right now? If he was here,
he would be like, "Hey guys,
it's me, John of Business Casual. Remember the gay rats?
Yay! Say the thing.
It's me, John of Business Casual." He reads a business card every time because he forgets.
It's me. Hang on, I gotta get my wallet. John of Business Casual.
Don't fuck this up,
why are you in chat, but you're not on the stream, Jonathan?
Well, people have their reasons.
And I don't know them. You'd probably say, oh, yeah, well, vinyl is still available. That's very true. And you'd probably be like, I'm
not going anywhere. Vinyl is still available.
Driving in your car.
He said he's in the car.
He's in the car.
In the car.
Speaking of reworks, Dan Mason, I have actually a clip of one of his new reworks right here.
What?
Yeah, you guys want to hear a new Dan Mason rework?
No!
Woo!
Greetings from Internet U.S.A.
Thank you. Very cool. I like the way you reworked it. I like the way the first time you worked it, and then the second time
you
reworked it.
It was reworked.
Rework.
It already worked before, but then
I'll rework your intro if you want me to rework your intro.
You're not that good.
You're right.
I wish. That actually, if only we had that prepared. What if I just had the iCarly intro queued up again?
God, no.
I'm telling you just how I feel. So
wake up.
You know, we got not strike, but content ID'd for that.
Wow.
Not as, like I said, it wasn't like bad boy. They were just like, this is our whole video now.
That's Viacom, bro. That's what they do, man.
Yeah, what'd you expect?
They're really bad.
Hey, yo, fuck iCarly.
YouTube's like, whoa, you made this? Cool.
I made this. Stealing is
Viacom's
bad.
like, no. We made this. No.
So it is Dantober, and we're here to celebrate it. What is Dantober, Dan Mason?
Dantober is I had at the beginning of Dantober, I had I'm Not Going Anywhere vinyl drop, which is still available. Anybody who wants one, they're still available.
He's not going. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, I guess. And then a week later, which was yesterday, I dropped the Melatonin High rework.
A single, right?
And then it was a single. Yeah, that was a single. And then next week, we have 5 more rework tracks coming out onto the old Spotify and Bandcamp.
Ooh.
And then the week after that, I'm doing this little thing of 2 days of streaming.
Do you wanna? Maybe we have a little special video presentation about that. You wanna go?
Wait, what?
Just go ahead and play it.
Go ahead and
don't
play
fucking bait and switch me this time.
Wait, what do you mean? What did I do last time?
Play it.
Play it, fine. Here's some info on the finale of Dantober.
Does this happen to you? Hi, I'm Dan Mason. You may know me from such albums as Hypnagogia or Miami Virtual. Today I'm here to tell you that on October 29th, starting at midnight, to October 31st, ending at midnight, I will be streaming on Twitch for most of that time, making a brand new album, live in front of you. All I'm saying is come on down to Twitch TV/Dan Mason Vapor. Check me out. Just hang out. You can just come in, just say hi, and then leave. I don't care. See you guys October 29th to the 31st. Oh, thank God. It's fucking hot in this thing!
Wow.
That was
He's making
awesome.
a whole album in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Go on down to Twitch TV/Dan Mason Vapor.
We will raid him now. See you guys later.
Yeah,
but damn, Mason.
Yeah, so that's the plan at the end of the month, is just to make a whole new album right there on Twitch in a short amount of time.
How many tracks? You said, I think I asked you this before.
I'm aiming for either 5 tracks for like 30 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for. I might just like say like I want to hit 30 minutes and then that's good. Like if it goes up beyond it, that's great. But if it hits 30 minutes, we're good. We're in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to go for. It's gonna be hard. I've done it before. I have done this before with some smaller projects, and I wanted to just do it for real here. So I got some ideas.
Well, this is how the old vaporwavers used to do it, where they used to spend like an hour and slow down 5 tracks and be like, nailed it. You know how many people back in the day used to be like, I made. Oh, you like that album? I made it in a night. And I'm like, oh, you made that?
I think I've heard that fucking I'll Try Living Like This was made in like a 2-day period or something like that. I think that's what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure.
Now here's another 2-day period, so this will be just as legendary.
Just as good. I already asked. He said he's not sampling though.
I'm not sampling.
And so
it's gonna be all original everything. So
don't know if
you're gonna make the drum samples. You're gonna make the dog.
No.
You're gonna
make the
no. That's sampling.
Building a computer.
I'm not sampling anywhere, says Raw in the Void.
That's a guitar.
Did you know?
It's gonna be Tumblewave. So.
Oh God, I kind of want to make a Tumblewave album. I've been saying that for years. Like, oh, I'm gonna make a Tumblewave.
We'll work on something, right? We'll get something together.
Yeah, we've been saying that for years.
Oh, yeah, we have. We've been saying we're gonna collab for fucking.
I mean, that's the collaboration. Talking about it.
Normally, if I want a Dan Mason collab, I'll just get like a feature, or I'll just have him like play
that's
something.
A collab.
I know, but like we want to like do like an actual collab.
X collab
at some point.
At some point, but we our projects are staggered, so like you'll be like, oh well, I'm busy until this point. I'm like, all right, cool, but I'm free right now. And then by the time you're free, I'm like, oh, let me just finish up the thing I was just working on. And then by the time I'm done with that, you're like, I just started this thing, let me finish it up. And then by the time that's out, you'll be good. And then it just keeps going back and forth forever.
So just
what?
Just have like a spark, you know. Just zing it.
Are you
Do you
telling
know what
us
I'm saying?
how to work on music?
Yes, because you guys can't seem to fucking do it, right? So I gotta
Okay.
be the referee and tell you.
I
Okay,
know,
I'm gonna give
Discoholic,
okay,
the king of putting out music.
Let-
That's what I meant.
okay, I'm gonna say November 10th. Go live on.
Go live on Twitch.
You're making this hard. Okay, December 25th. Are you free? I don't think anything's happening that day.
Yeah.
I'm watching version 4 of Mega 64.
Oh, that's coming out.
Yeah.
I digress. Dantober. Looking forward to that.
Dantober.
October 2022. Well, let's start at the beginning again. I know we just played the ad for the unless you want to talk about that more.
No, we can
skip this whole thing.
We can just skip the whole. We can just stop the stream here. I'll see you guys. Thank
See you
for
later.
coming by.
Greeting. I don't know what the outro sounds like.
All right, let's raid Christ.
Christ is live. You got home and started streaming. Yeah. So at the beginning here, you put out your rework, and this is it was kind of the theme of the episode, which was like revisiting your old projects. Was kind of the loose topic, mixed it in with little just pseudo Dan interview ish.
Yeah.
I wrote down don't talk about penis size. No, I read how did you choose do you want to reveal, you don't want to reveal which songs, or did you already?
No, I don't want to reveal my penis size.
No. Did you already say which songs you're redoing?
Which size?
I mean,
size?
it's up on Bandcamp for pre-order right now.
Okay.
So all the songs are listed there.
And then my second question, or my part of that question was, which songs did you choose? Wow, fuck me, I'm getting nervous around you, Tommy.
We can start over.
Let me start over. All right.
You're sweating, man. You're sweating.
Why did you choose these songs?
So most of these songs, so I have the song "Stop Me," "Go Away," "Melatonin High," "Wishful Thinking," "Drift Away," and "Burn."
Brun.
So, Brun.
Bro.
Never gonna let that go.
No. I still have my. If you go to my phone right now and listen to the album, the version of "I'm Not Going Anywhere," it's Brun still.
It's so brilliant. And the funny thing is, John, I think he put that on for when we were doing the vinyl templates in the cassette templates. It was on there, and I was like, John, that's a typo, man.
Bruh.
But I chose these songs, so like 4 of those songs I have performed. Actually, 5 of these songs I have performed live, and I had live versions. And basically, I was like, I made these versions specifically to be played live because I felt like they had more energy in them, and they were like definitely better for like a live crowd than they were like for the album original context, which is usually more chill and like relaxed kind of thing. So I made a more energetic version, and I was like, let me just release these. People have been asking me like ever since I first performed. I'm like, hey, release these.
Me, I've been asking.
This is for you, Randy.
And then Drift Away and Burn. The reason I made those ones was because it was kind of a little bit different than most of my styles, like my usual style. Not as vaporwavy, not as synthwavy, more emo-y and folky kind of sounding. And I was like, let me make a version that is more vaporwavy and synthwavy kind of styles. So I made like a dance track out of Drift Away, and then a more synthwave focused version of Burn. So I was like, I kind of just want to have that option there for people. So if they don't like I'm Not Going Anywhere, they still can listen to the songs from it.
Who the
and
fuck
be like,
doesn't
hey,
like I'm Not Going Anywhere?
That's, yeah.
What kind of?
Someone who likes going somewhere.
Yeah, people like going places,
Extroverts.
Yeah, apparently.
This is for a specific Myers-Briggs type.
Well, I wrote down, I think, let's see. Let me what did I write down here?
Can I see?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, too personal.
Another penis size.
So you wanna bring that up?
Another penis question. No, but like you said about the live stuff, and I know you've been performing these live for like, I guess this year.
Like a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they were originally I made them for like stuff that was happening before
URL
the old,
shows and stuff.
Well, it was made for the IRL shows.
Oh,
actually.
right. Those
were made
things.
before. Some of these were started in the process of being made like before.
Oh my god.
I'm in the middle of talking here, John. I'm in the middle of talking here.
Sorry.
Oops.
My bad.
Oh my god. What?
But I made it before that. I was going to do it at some live shows that I had planned, and then of course everything fell apart. And then I just did it online, and people asked me for it. And I always see it in the comments, like, "Oh, when are you going to drop this version live?" So it's going to be up.
It's true. I've listened to those live sets because it's the only way to hear some of those good things.
Now you can listen on Spotify and Apple Music and Deezer and
Deezer.
I think it might be on Deezer.
TuneCore. Speaking of Down in Flames or whatever, John.
Hey, speaking of Down in Flames, my mouth's on fire. I got back from Buffalo Wild Wings because I thought I had enough time to fucking.
That's where you were?
Okay, we left at 5:30.
Oh my god!
It took us 45 minutes to get. The traffic was horrible. Getting there, and then we got there, and there was a half an hour wait, and I'm like, dude, I should not have come out here. But then my one friend, like he's, I love him, but he's really indecisive. So he spent like fucking 15, 20 minutes trying to decide what he wants. Even though we had like 20 minutes to fucking look at the menu. He was like, oh, I'll just look at the table. And I'm like, nobody takes what my thing seriously. Nobody. I feel absolutely horrible.
Did you tell them
Dan?
I was on the show?
You know what? I tried to tell them. They would not listen to me. They'd be like, "Who's Dan Mason? Is he some sort of 1920s musician or something who's been dead for years?"
It's an 1820s actor, actually.
1820s.
John shows up with a fucking bib still around. He's like, "Oh, sorry, guys."
No, I had to make sure I didn't have any sauce on my lips.
You still got a little bit. You still got a little bit here, a little bit here. Look at your beard. Actually, your whole beard is.
You sit down. You're just like. Anyway.
I'm never making that mistake again. Buffalo Wild Wings on a Friday.
Hey, it was a good time to show off how modular our setup is. How quick that change was.
People are impressed.
This episode was we did the video, we did the 3, we did the 4 shot. We got everything going on.
Herbicide says you should have told them you had a Vaporwave podcast to go on.
I told them, I'm like, guys, I need to.
Did you say the words vapor and wave?
Mm-hmm.
I said podcast, and I think they all laughed at me. So.
I mentioned I did something about a podcast. Someone said, "Oh, you do a podcast?" I went, "No."
But I feel like I've said something wrong.
I'm just like, I don't want to explain what it is. You know what I mean?
I have a live show on air.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a radio show.
Well, I know. I'm talking about like, what's it about? I'm like,
stuff.
Never mind.
I mean, we have more listeners than a radio show, I think, nowadays, right?
More than your local college station.
Oh my god! No one used to listen to my college radio show. It was awful.
Funny. In case Flame, you said you should have told them you're an influencer. What's funny is that I went to a live show. I went to go see Flaming Ghosts. Fun fact about that: it is pronounced Flaming Ghosts. That's how he said it on stage. Second,
those flamingos.
I mean, flamingos. I think it is. It's a flamingo. I guess it is flamingos.
Right.
Fuck. Whatever.
Second
of all, I was recognized, and someone asked me if I was an internet influencer, and I said, no, but I'm an artist, but I don't know. And he's like, and then he recognized me. He said, oh yeah, that's who I thought. And I was like, that's one way to.
I mean, you're kind of an influencer.
I influenced a bunch of people to raid the Capitol on January 6th.
Holy shit.
And I'm out of the street.
A moment lounge for Prince Philip.
You know, the three big names. You got Ariel Pink, you've got John Mouse, and then you got Randy.
Yeah, John Jafari.
John Jafari.
See, now that John's here, Dan's got to go.
Dan's got to go. We
Yeah,
only have room
see you guys. Bye.
Only two people with the glasses in here.
That's true. Anyways, back to the old Dan. Remember that old Gumble?
Yes. Who's that?
Something I noticed. I listened to Melatonin High today, which is again a great rework.
Yeah.
And what I picked up was there's so much more like confidence in the voice, and like the voice is almost like, yeah, you're fucking listening to this song, bitch. Like it literally just like you can tell you're like, I don't know, almost smiling while singing it, or like it's like familiar. Like you're like, oh, I know this song, I wrote it.
It's because I've had that song came out in 2018,
exactly.
2019. I've had 2 years of singing that song. Like I'm like, yeah, I know how to do it. I did it like, I think I did like 3 takes like for each section of the song, and I was like, oh yeah, first one was good enough.
And I definitely heard it. Like,
so
those songs are just how like what.
That's the beauty of reworks. You can hear the artistic growth in the time between the first song and the second song.
Did you use the old project files, or did you completely remake?
No,
everything?
those were lost.
Oh,
so the Melatonin High, like basically all the Void reworks and all the fucking Hypnagogia reworks, those project files are lost. They're gone forever.
Did you have like all the same? Like I didn't really compare them, I guess, but like.
No, the instruments are different.
Oh yeah, so but there's.
Oh, you know what? I might have some of them might have been like presets that I remembered. Yeah. But like, yeah, like most of them are just like gone.
Lovers Quarrels.
Lovers Quarrels.
Lovers. Did you remake? Did you remake that one for me?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll take it.
Hey, you know, remake or not, it sounds primo.
What's the difference between a rework and a remix?
So, in this case, I'm basically instead of like remixing, where I'm like taking the song and like flipping it around, doing some like crazy stuff with it, you know, like something like Randy would do or something with his stinky music or
maybe
whatever.
Maybe we'll see something like that in the future.
Yeah,
soon.
Maybe we will. Maybe next month or the month after that. Whenever
I'm waiting. I have I don't know. You don't know what I'm waiting on someone to give me something for that. Do you know someone who?
Oh.
Yeah, I found out one of your cronies.
You gotta get your cock sucked. What?
He told me that, and I was like, "What? You play flute?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Do you want to play flute on this track?"
That's dope. Shit. You want to play my flute on this track?
You want to play my flute off?
Oh shit! I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I said if you wanted to do that. Does he play a mean flute?
He plays a mean flute.
Yeah, I said Dan never asked you to. So Dan never asked you to do that, and he goes, "Nope, never asked."
He played flute in one of my old bands,
but not for a current.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'll be the first.
Like our high school band, like not high school band,
but like
the band I had in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
cool.
Actually, I think he plays flute on an album that we made in 24 hours. Actually, for us folk punk project.
Should we reveal what
maybe
song
not that
is?
one. I don't know. Don't look.
I mean, we heard the original Melatonin High. Now we've heard the rework. When are we going to hear the pre-work,
the acoustic,
the pre-work, or the demo, or the
demos are long gone. Oh
the
boy.
prequel, you know.
The squeakquel.
When are we going to hear the
Nightcore version?
Like, nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
That's not the right song.
Oh god, I probably actually. So I think I deleted the demo vocals of the Forever Nothing takes, but there are a lot of like, like just me saying random shit.
You ever like? I mean, you've probably done this, but sometimes if I'm thinking like, what do I want for this song, I'll like export it and then put it on SoundCloud or whatever, and then like listen to it in the car and be like driving home on repeat and just being like, yeah,
oh yeah, I do that all the time. Actually, yeah, that's how I make most of my my lyrical flows and stuff like that. Like I sit and I think about it for like months, like listen to the fucking track, like how should this go? Like sometimes I can't figure it out and I just give up.
There's a lot of
is just trash.
For me, there's a lot of singing where I go, I don't know what to do here. I don't know. Like
yeah.
Not that I really
So
sing
just-
on tracks, but still.
You're like saying what you're thinking, basically.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I usually just try to like say things that rhyme. Like,
Yeah.
even if it makes no fucking sense.
You can do like,
Yeah, it might be a crime, you know.
Yeah.
holy fuck.
It takes some time though.
I usually like
Slime.
kind of like ba da 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 ba da. I don't really sing.
I
any
usually
words or
go,
anything.
"You're way too beautiful, girl." That's what I usually do.
Okay, wait. Who sings that? Right?
Sean
Is that
Kingston.
okay? Now, okay. For some reason, I just realized that Flow Rider,
Lowrider.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never
It's-
knew that. I never put two and two together.
You call them
Flow Rider is Florida.
Florida.
What?
My name
Mind
is Florida.
blown.
Epic. Mind freaking blown. Fucking.
So I'm curious,
Yeah.
why Melatonin High?
The name of the song, or why remaking it?
So, like I was saying, like, so the original, like, the source of the remakes were like live versions, and the reason I chose those songs as live versions is they were ones that I liked that I actually like sing and perform, like, and I felt like confident actually performing them. So that's why they anything that's in my live set are things I only like them there because I like to perform them, and because they're like my most popular tracks.
Okay.
So Melatonin High is my #1 track right now on Spotify, which I'm
Bless
so
up.
happy about because it's finally I'm getting past my I don't hate my sample based stuff, and I want to make that clear. I love my sample based stuff, but it's got to come off Spotify at some point. And I'm just happy to see the non-sampled stuff climbing up to the top. And I'm like, okay, that's good. Good. Yeah, keep that up there. That and Seaside are up in my top 5 right now. Which Seaside, I'm surprised. That one, people liking that one is like kind of came out of nowhere. That was
Yeah,
like a
that one
one-off track.
sucks.
Yeah, I hate
No,
that track.
no. That
I actually
I'm
thought
telling you,
about
rework
remaking
it.
that one too. I actually thought about reworking
That's
that
a good one.
too. But
Remember that one came out. It actually is surprising that it got. I mean, not surprising, but you know what I mean.
it was just like it was a one-off
Oh,
little
okay.
single, and it like fucking like it's like, oh yeah, your third top track. Like, okay,
You know
that's
what my
a weird one.
third top track is?
What?
Best.
Third best. That's funny.
Oh wow.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
Holy
Your second most-
shit!
Your second most popular is second best. What did you get me started about the first one?
It's talk to
I
me,
mean,
then beyond nostalgia.
It's third best.
Ferd. Phineas and Ferb best.
No, it's like first but third. Third.
Like first but
Two.
third.
We'll workshop.
That is hilarious.
We'll
That's
workshop
your third
this.
best- your third top song.
Have-
It's just it can't move. It has to stay there, right? Third best.
Well,
It
I
has to
hope
stay
it'd
there.
be funny. There was a time when it was beating out. It got into like Discover Weekly more than Talk to Me did, and it was in second place for a while. And I was like, I mean, I'm glad it's like going places,
but then the joke
is ruined.
I keep it up as a bit.
I really wish you could like specifically specify what songs you want in like the top 3 or top 5.
Oh, like a SoundCloud spot, like a SoundCloud.
Yeah, I
me too.
would love that because then you could actually get people to listen. Like instead of just listening to that one song that's got like a million fucking plays, because
That's
most
your
people
best.
like. Well, but here's the thing: people. I hate to say it, and like most of my friends are like this in real life. They'll go to Spotify and they'll click. Like I tell an artist, oh, listen to this artist. Instead of going to an album, the latest album, they'll go to the fucking most popular track and just play that. If they don't like that, then they give it up on it.
You want to know how
And
I do it?
sometimes the most popular track just isn't the best.
You want to know how I do it?
How?
If it's a new artist that I like a song, if I hear something I want to listen to them, I will listen to their top tracks. But if I like them, then I'll go to their newest album or their most popular album or something like that.
The closest you can get to what you're talking about, John, is like the artist's pick. Where
Yeah, you can do that.
But that's like you have to reset it after like a couple of days.
And nobody actually clicks on it.
Yeah, I've gotten like no traffic through that.
Can you see how
Yeah.
much like people click that?
No, I can just tell it doesn't affect the streams at all.
It's not the first thing you see. It's after the most popular tracks. on the
Yeah,
phone.
you see the most popular tracks at the top, and like then it's like all
Because
the way down.
if they're not willing to scroll down to the albums, they're not going to be willing to scroll down below the popular tracks.
I feel like the way they organize everything is fucked too, where it's like singles and EPs and like discography are like it's all I don't know. I feel like it should be better. Like albums.
So it shows like popular releases first. Like so after it shows you your 5 things, it shows you popular releases. So then it'll show you like that one single that you did with like 40 years ago or something like that, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like, of course it has the most plays. That's like one of my older tracks, and then it's like, then it shows you the albums and then the singles.
Yeah, so on your phone, I just looked up Queen as an example. Popular tracks, artist pick, popular releases, and then it just literally goes to featuring Queen. You have to hit discography to see everything, and there's no like singles and EPs.
I hate that.
It's not very good on the phone, on mobile, which is where everyone uses it. It's bizarre to like. Why can't you just look at like why isn't singles and EPs on here? And if you go to...
it's why I still say to this day it's why I use Zune because it's perfect.
Zune.
I'm
not hating on Zune. I had a Zune.
I'm talking about like the software Zune, like the app. I mean, like you have 3 columns: artists, albums, and songs.
What do you stream on your phone?
I use Black Player, which is like it's the best Android like music player for MP3s.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I will. I have Spotify, so sometimes I will like if I don't have something on my phone, I will stream on Spotify. But that's like my last resort sort of thing. I still put stuff on my phone pretty regularly.
I gotta get that because that sounds cool. Someone recommended me, like I think it was This Is Not Compute. It was like, yo, VLC on your phone, and I got it, and like it's not very good.
It's not very good.
I don't know.
Black
so
Player
fuck you.
is
not Compute.
There's a free version, but there like I've actually like I like it so much I paid for like the upscale one because there's a lot of customization in there. Like you can make it look really minimal.
Can you do white player?
Why no white player?
Oh, see, Dan left.
Sorry,
he's taking his pants off.
I'm taking my pants off for a second.
I was talking.
Shirt up. I used to use power amp.
Size question.
Yeah, I was talking to Dan's wife before the show, and she said to examine your zipper.
Yeah, it was kind of flopping about.
Yeah,
flopping about.
Just flopping about.
I used to stream MP3s like saved to my phone, and then I used to use Google Play Music because I could store my MP3s on my Google account.
Yeah, that's really cool. Do they have that still?
Nice.
No, they got rid of it.
They got rid of the drive. That's so stupid. Because that's what Samir had too.
I did that like back in like 2011. I remember I uploaded like half my music library on there, and some of the stuff like I downloaded before they went down that I didn't have anymore on my computer. So I actually found stuff that I thought I had lost, but apparently was just sitting on my fucking Google thing. You know.
Huh. What do you think the oldest MP3 you have is? Because I have songs I brought from like my 2007 Alienware
LimeWire songs. Yeah.
Like, just like an MP3 I've brought. We have this live set of this guy named Double Stacks, and it's like an hour long happy hardcore like DJ mix, and it's so fucking good. And I've been listening to that for like it's on my phone right now. It's just it's in my drive because I don't want to lose it.
The oldest audio file on my computer is from 1988. It is a sample from the Roland
on your computer?
On my computer, yeah. It's from a drum machine. That's why it's an 80s drum machine.
Well, I mean, like, what is the oldest file that like?
That's a song.
Like that when you download, the music file that when you download it, it's the oldest one that you download. It's not one that like you didn't download that in 1986 or something. It may be that old, but like. Was like the first file that you still have.
I'm talking like I downloaded it in 2007 and I've brought it with me up currently.
That's what I'm talking about because I think one of the oldest ones might be what was it? I think the credits for not Need for Speed, fucking Too Fast Too Furious. It was all like a music CD that I burnt to the computer. No, wait a second, no. No, that's Metroid Metal.
Jesus Christ.
Metroid Metal.
No,
Metroid
no,
Metal.
it was like
called Metroid Dread.
hard rock renditions of Metroid songs. That might actually be the oldest one. I got that in like 2004,
Damn.
2003. You know, I downloaded this offline on fucking DSL. It was not fast, but they got to be like 87 like kilobytes or something, like something
Damn.
awful.
I think my oldest is probably like that I still have is like Michael Jackson's Thriller. I
Wow.
think I just had that. And then other than that, it was probably I have 3 albums I downloaded when I was like in middle school called like 50 trance anthems because I was really in the trance back then.
I think if you go downstairs, my brother might have the hard burned discs of my music that I made in like 2006.
Rework that.
You really should back that stuff. Yeah, if you have it, you should really back it up.
Hey girl, you have it, back that
I lost
up.
mine a long time ago.
It's also very bad. It's also a lot of it's on Newgrounds still.
Oh,
I could link that. Okay, you guys know what Desktop is, the label?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were all posting about like we're gonna post everything on Newgrounds again, and I'm like, that's where I was born. Like, and it's kind of funny where it's like, I use the word appropriation pretty loosely here, but it's like, no, I was cursed with Newgrounds at a young age. This is why I'm the way I am, and you're gonna go there and be all like, "Ooh, Newgrounds." It's like, no, you have to think fucked up shit is funny, or else get the fuck out. No,
I think the first places where I put like my music was like DeviantArt.
Wow.
Me too. Yeah.
Mine was Newgrounds.
DeviantArt and YouTube were probably the first two, and then SoundCloud. Cause SoundCloud was like brand new when I joined on. Like at first, I think I had an account before. Well, now I'm wondering if it'll tell you how old your account is.
I had an old Olympus MP3 audio recorder. I would record myself playing the piano and upload it on DeviantArt. Oh man.
Oh jeez.
The best place to listen to music.
DeviantArt. That's where everybody goes.
I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah, no.
It was pretty bad. I've heard a few things on there.
If you post art on there, you might have a better chance.
You post
yeah.
Damn. I love that.
Ago.
I miss
you put 100+ hours into Flash games. Yeah.
It's true.
Oh god, I've probably sunk more than 100 hours into Flash games. R.I.P. Flash.
Like it's like you can tell who was born on Newgrounds and who wasn't. I'm just gonna say
the thing is like I see all these like free mobile games and stuff like that nowadays. Like I hate that I'm not like trying to rag on like the kids these days, but I feel really sad about it because like nowadays like mobile games are like they're so full of ads and shit. But it's like back in our day, we had Flash games, and maybe there was like an ad for their website to go to at the end, or maybe some sidebar ads, but like. It wasn't like in the game. It wasn't like you do an action and then an ad plays.
They'll never get. They'll never play Madness Interactive.
Like you could just meet and fuck, you know. Like,
speaking of Madness, my friends, there's a new Madness game that came out this year.
They're still being made.
Or
I mean, kids nowadays are kind of learning about old Newgrounds culture through Friday Night Funkin'.
And quick, in case Flame, sample There She Is. There She Is got remastered.
Oh my god!
Like recently, reworked. There She Is so good. The first song from There She Is Part 1 is like Korean ska. It's so good. Like,
wow. Yeah, see,
I love
kids these
There
days.
She Is.
Kids these days with their mobile game ads, they don't know about.
Oh, I know.
Do I even know what that is?
My emails, and I joined SoundCloud in February of 2009.
Wow.
Oh.
God.
Oh. Pico's School?
Pico's School.
Man.
Yeah, that was Pico's School.
Is Friday Night Funkin' from Newgrounds?
Yeah, it's on Newgrounds.
Yeah, it's on Newgrounds.
Was it a Newgrounds thing?
Fun.
I will say I've definitely lost touch. I do feel bad weirdly about abandoning it, but
I don't.
I'm sorry. Newgrounds was
What?
cool, and then it kind of wasn't. I mean, like I just like,
but the audio portal even alone is just like Just so good for.
I think it's like I don't think I was really even that much of a Newgrounds type of guy, to be completely honest. I think I tried getting into it. I had like an account. I made like a Flash animation or two, but yeah, I never really got into.
You guys weren't invested in it like I was.
You know what I did get into was Albino Black Sheep.
Oh my
Remember
God.
that?
I remember Albino Black Sheep.
Yes.
The demented cartoon movie that half an hour.
Yeah, it
epic.
shows. It shows that you guys
I'm sorry,
are albino
that
black
thing-
sheepers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're the black sheep. You
What about
know?
E-Bomb's World?
See?
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you
What
go
about
play
something awful?
something? Okay, something awful. Old something
Pretty
awful.
awful.
Fucking great.
That's
Fucking-
more your generation.
Me?
Well, I was never on something awful.
I
Yeah,
haven't-
neither was I.
That was like my mother-in-law was like on the something
What?
awful thing. Yeah,
What?
I
Wow.
think. I
Wow.
think.
Mother-in-laws, am I right? The
Yeah,
in-laws.
That's pretty cool. If she was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'd
mean,
like to meet her.
No, she's super cool actually. Hey, I mean, we had to pretend to be her to get into that restaurant, didn't we, Disco? You remember?
what?
'Cause it was
Oh,
underneath
wow.
the reservation was underneath her name. So.
Yeah, when Dan and I met in Florida.
Yeah,
Wow.
we went to a restaurant
Everyone
and
met.
it was underneath a reservation. Yeah, we met up.
Everybody met in Florida. How
Yeah,
come
we didn't meet in New York like you and me.
Yeah, I flew down there to meet in Florida.
greet, meet and fuck?
And th-
Yeah,
And-
meet
and then
greet in
we-
Florida.
Newgrounds was great.
Christ was the dancing baby. No, Newgrounds was cool. I just think the stuff that kind of replaced it was better.
Yeah, I think it's like as soon as YouTube
Strawberry Clock.
came out
Strawberry
on the
Clock.
oh my god, Strawberry Clock. Oh my
Mm.
lord, I completely forgot about that.
Strawberry Clock. So good. All those animators who are all canceled now, I love those guys.
I think it's like because when I think back, I think the only animators I really knew on there were fucking Aaron Hansen
Mm-hmm.
and fucking
Oni,
Partridge?
Odie, yeah,
Stamper,
yeah,
Harry Partridge.
yeah. Who was going to do
Spaz Kid.
the beaver? Not the beavers. The what's his name? Fucking
The Badgers?
Badger.
Badger, Weeble.
Ah,
That was
Weeble
all about
stuff.
Black Sheep.
Weeble
Yeah.
stuff.
okay, well, that's probably not how I knew.
Weeble stuff.
I
Weeble,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, those are original.
One
Newgrounds.
Chop?
I don't know that one.
I think I know
Madness
along the lines.
Interactive, fucking
Man,
all the
that's so
hentai
good.
games, of course.
They're like, you go
Yeah,
back a
you
lot of those.
Meat and fuck, dude.
Meat, fuck. You got
Fuck
Before
meat.
you can only meet, you can only fuck, you can never do it at the same
I
But
time.
hate-
kids these days, they meet, they get an ad played to them, and then they fuck.
Kids
Like,
these
come on.
days meet and don't fuck. It's
Kids these days, they don't know about, huh?
if you can clip one moment from the stream, it would be that one right there. Kids these days know how to meet, but they don't fuck.
Yeah, kids these days. I mean, they don't even meet. They just send like 3 messages back and forth on Tinder, and then it just fizzles out. You know, that's about it. That's all they do. Man.
Who's sampling the hentai games? Didn't somebody do that?
Oh, I know somebody did that.
I know.
Somebody took, like,
I
a
did not-
soundtrack
I did
of
not
it and put
play
it into,
this.
like they took the soundtrack from one of them. I almost want to see it was like Nano Shrine.
I think it was Nano Shrine. I think.
I mean, he
think
did
that.
make pornos.
And then
Porno.
the album after that was the Christian album.
To make up for it, you know?
Make up for it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, I gotta
Twins.
repent. I gotta repent.
I gotta.
I got a track in that. I think we all got track. And I think
Three of all, yeah, most of all the good ones did.
Except for
I do.
Disco.
Yeah, I do. Wait, what?
I think about that track on that album, the Dan track, because it's the Kamino Rapu, and it's.
Ask and
Yeah.
it will be
But
given
I remember
to you.
the line.
Oh!
I remember January to December. That one, I for some reason, echoes throughout my head.
I want to hear the
I
full
ain't
version
lying.
of that, man.
I think you have to look up like Ask Jesus with a rap on Vimeo. It's not on YouTube anymore.
But I thought we found
they
that
recently
site.
put it on Bandcamp.
Really?
Oh, did they?
It's the
I
same
want the whole-
length.
Yeah,
Okay.
we found the original like site from that stuff, and it is just like short, but
Okay.
it's still good.
And no, it goes for some reason.
I'm just trying. The
guy's
best
got,
things
like,
in
a
life, both.
Super like chill, like I'm just doing this kind of vibe. Like he's just
So good.
relaxed in the studio. Like you can just hear it. And the girl singing is really good.
Very
Here,
good.
I found that through Everything is Terrible. Everything is terrible.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah,
They're still around.
I'll put it in the chat for those who don't know what we're talking about. The song goes. Listen to it, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And listen to the Dan Mason version on
No,
where
my
it-
version's
it's
not
old
like-
school Dan.
I
It's forbidden Dan.
It's like fucking 2015,
Yeah, it's
2016.
I mean, it's like Miami Virtual type shit.
Yeah, so rework it.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
want to? I'll do it if you want.
We'll do it.
Like,
Ask, and it will be given to you.
nice.
Seek, and you will find.
Nice.
Knock.
We should. That should be our first thing.
I am the one who.
We want to sample. That's it. I'll sample it if you're too scared to.
I'm scared. Samples are scary.
Here, let me link the SoundCloud version.
Let
Since
me
you have
lick-
to log in Vimeo for
Let me
some
lick your
reason.
asshole.
What? No, you don't. Dude.
No, you don't. Maybe you just live in the UK, Herbicide.
Yeah. You live in the UK?
No, you
Riverside?
don't.
You need a license to log in.
License to log in. That sounds like a badass movie.
Oh my god, that sounds like a badass album title. License,
License
to
to
Log
Log
In.
In.
Log in.
That's the next Bond movie.
You gotta have like a guy with like glasses on, trench coat, and like he's like typing in and hacking into a computer or something on the cover. I don't
Okay, you know, I'm trying to get back on the topic of like music. And
Yes.
wait, what was the topic today again?
Reworking, revisiting your old
Okay,
stuff.
revisiting your old album artwork. How has that aged for you guys?
I
know.
am smart, and I always got them done by people, so they're all pretty good.
I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but I removed a whole bunch of albums off of my Bandcamp like a year or two ago, and I consolidated them into a single thing because the artwork was pretty trash. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
You can still see it.
If you go to like Discogs, Discogs, you can see all the horrible, awful.
I always
horrendous-
wondered why people don't get album art like just done by someone. Like, because I feel like there's a lot of people who are way better at it than, like, as an artist doesn't know how. There are so many people who are better at it than you are who would do it for like $30, you know? Like,
Some people don't have some don't even have the resources for that, or they insist on
$30
doing everything themselves.
Or I know
Voila.
like the reason I did it for most of the time was it was like, oh, I had the vision in my head.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna try
tell
my
an art-
best.
that's
to
what
make
I
it.
did
I mean, that's what I
always.
did with because I think I originally asked John to do the artwork for Void, but he gave me some stuff and it was total ass, garbage, total the worst stuff I ever seen in my life.
I think I remember what it was. I think I had like a picture of like a stock image of two like a happy couple, and then like I had like a huge void
Penis.
over each head.
Yeah.
You know, a fat black circle, and just that's the sort of like vibe I kind of got. You know, I don't know, like it was sort of like
So I just stole the album art design from one of my favorite smooth jazz records instead.
hey, I mean, it works.
y'all Steelers!
Look
you're
up
a
Killer.
Rippington.
Anybody
Yeah,
want to?
Rippington.
If anybody wants to know what it was, it's Kilimanjaro 2. Look that up
Sequel.
sometime.
Let me look it up.
Kilimanjaro 2. Let me see if that comes up. Album, maybe you have to put. But
Kilimanjaro 2.
yeah, it should be on there. Let me
Are
see
you
if
sure
it
it's
comes-
called Kilimanjaro 2?
It's the name of the band, and it was the name of the album. I don't know. I'll have to find it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I found it. Here.
I can't find
Is it by the
Here,
Rippingtons?
I'm gonna post it in the. What? Which one?
I don't know.
Just put on the
Just suck
chat.
I don't want to link this shit. But, it's on Discogs. Hang on.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll just link it in chat. Here we go. Hang on.
And you.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's straight up just
definitely-
Void, right?
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
So
it's Kilimanjaro 3, apparently.
no, it's no.
It says two at the bottom.
It says 2, and then there's 3 bands named Kilimanjaro. That's what it is.
That's what okay. So the artist name is Kilimanjaro. The album name is 2 spelled out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
For those listening on Spotify, just try to imagine it.
For those, oh yeah.
Imagine a black background with a sunset with a red line and then words.
Imagine that. You got it?
I found
First
that.
day
I
as a
found
screen
that
reader.
I found that record for 50 cents at a fucking record store by me. Got it for
Wow.
50 cents. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And I just bought it for that. It's just smooth jazz. And then I found another one like a few years later at another record store, and I was like, it's only in this area. I've never seen him in Orlando or anything. It's just in the town I live in.
Is he like is he a well-known artist? Any idea?
No, I don't think
He's
so.
coming for you.
Their records sell for $1 on Discogs apparently.
Hey, you
lowest.
get Void on record for just $1.
It's the same.
Yo, the opening track is called Mr. Peanut. I gotta listen to this.
Yo,
bro.
you hit nuts.
Third track is called Eat Them Ribs. Okay, don't mind if I do.
Third track is called And Pussy Too. Gotta have them ribs.
But I have some old album arts that I'm like, I'm just not a fan of. But I think I got better. I finally I think I figured out how to do the style as I got better at it. And I was like, okay. So when I made my own album art, I was like, okay. But there are times where I'm like, I can't really get it in my head. So that's when I reached out to other people like John, or in this case for the reworks, I reached out to Lunitas.
Lunitas.
By the way, his art you know it's his art as soon as you see it.
Definitely
Somebody
got that
just
signature
asked about
style.
it on the Reddit. I saw they were like, "What is this aesthetic?" And I saw it was Eyeliner that responded, and they were just like, "It's not an aesthetic. It's just Lunitas."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, carving his own
Super
aesthetic.
cool.
Yeah, I know.
Super
But he
cool.
meant like it's not like a thing yet, but it's just straight up the same guy. It's like Keith. Kari. Huh?
Now, Disco. How do you feel about your artwork? 'Cause like you're an artist yourself. You know, you're quite the talented drawer.
Illustrator.
So for
Illustrator, that's the word. I'm sorry.
Drawer.
Drawer.
for Illusion that came out in 2017, it's definitely distinctive. It's definitely it's eye-catching. It's just it doesn't really reflect who I am now. It's not as fun. It's kind of more sterile.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
mean, it reminds me of Pulse Demon. You know,
exactly. People compare it to
it's
that.
like I listen to it and it's just like this sounds listenable. This is weird.
Sounds like I could actually sit down and enjoy this.
Yeah, quite weird.
I thought about maybe reworking some tracks from Illusion, but we'll see.
Reworking.
Do it.
Has anyone else reworked stuff before besides Dan?
I made a quote unquote reworked version of AOL called Alt. AOL
right.
Alt version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Alt keyboard key,
Mhm.
but alternative versions. That was I just basically switched out all the sounds on it to make it a little more vapory and a little less MIDI classical. You know?
Okay, that's kind of cool.
But other than that,
Yeah.
I
was kind of thinking this, like I said, I was saying earlier, that's what I was kind of thinking with the two tracks from I'm Not Going Anywhere. They're on this reworks release. I'm like, that's more like emo-y. Maybe I should reel it back into the vapor side of things, so it's a little bit more approachable to the vaporwave people.
yeah.
I definitely have done a few reworks, but I usually they're not necessarily similar at all. They're usually I take the same sample that I've already used and do something crazy different with it. Like 20 Infinity on the new album is an old track of mine. So is I don't know if I want to list them, but
It's kind of like a reimagining.
Navy Red.
Yeah,
Navy
I've
Red.
done that with samples where I've redone I've sampled Can You Stand the Rain maybe 3 or 4 times.
And I'm gonna keep doing what I'm trying to do is take stuff from my old stuff, what I consider the first wave of stuff, up to Die Hero, and taking my favorite samples that I didn't feel like I did justice because I was approaching it way differently back then. Yeah, and doing them better or different or how I would do it now. Yeah, I have one coming out November 5th. I have a single coming out that is a rework of something off Pretty Hot, which is cool.
Oh, wow, cool.
Pretty hot.
2017, right?
Oh,
yeah. Well, that it comes out first on a compilation, but yeah,
It comes out in 2017, right?
comes out in 2017. But yeah,
Cool.
check it out. November 5th is the actual launch on my end.
I think the nice thing about reworks, and like the way that I've been thinking about it is it's nice to have like that second version, like Disco was saying earlier, where it's like, oh, you've grown as an artist.
Yes.
Here it is again.
Yeah.
You can hear how much I've changed and grown in different ways as an artist. And then the other nice thing is like the old song is still there.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You know, just don't delete the old stuff. Don't pull a Kanye and replace tracks like every 5 minutes. You know, like
honestly,
just-
the whole thing
it
about
goes
like
up there.
live versions is definitely like a big like motivator too, because
Oh yeah.
if you play your old stuff and you're like, oh
Yeah. I mean, like I play some tracks from Miami Virtual on some of my sets, and it's like, yeah, this track could probably get some more energy. This is like way too chill and relaxed for like a live setting. And I've done some stuff where I've taken like the sample for Partly Cloudy and I've redone it more future funky instead of it being like all chill and stuff like that. But yeah.
Cool.
I have some written down about like, were there any specifically new strats that you've implemented? Like, do you remember specifically being like, oh, actually, compared to the first track to this version?
I didn't. So when I did the first track, let me just do Melatonin High as an example. When I did that one, and this is why the fucking everything's missing for it. I made the track, like I made all the bones and the instrumentals and stuff like that at 1 speed, and then I printed them out. You know, like I fucking I rendered them out.
Yeah.
Then I sent it to another thing, and I did the same thing with the Void tracks too. This is how I made Void and Hypnagogia was this way. I sent them to another thing, and then I recorded it at the normal speed on another track, and then I slowed it down and stretched it. But this time, instead of doing that, I had something called Little Alter Boy, or format shifting.
The best. You're talking about vocals specifically, you mean?
So for the vocals, like in order to get those pitched down sounds, instead of doing it the old way where I would slow it down, and then it wouldn't be really in a key, so it'd be kind of hard for anybody who wants to like match it up with another song later on, or like have it flow into it, or for my live sets, I have them flow into each other nice and smooth without it being kind of like, wow, that is really out of tune. And also so I can work with it live and get like in key when I'm singing. And it's so like doing it this way, it lets me do more with the track later. So it's in key now with the new way, and I also can like I don't have to like render out anything. It doesn't take twice as long to do shit because I have to make the track and then render it and then make the track again. Kind of. It was cool.
Alter
like
Boy.
It makes it vaporwavy, but it doesn't like it makes it more vaporwavy when you actually do slow down. There are like some things that you can't get, but I like know how to do it better now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
so
Alter Boy sounds great. Like that was a game changer, and like I have it too, and it's just
Yeah,
so good. Yeah. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. There's also the first time I saw that plugin was a video where the guy said that he would do backup vocal.
Jamie Liddell.
Is that who? I don't know.
He was a British guy, glasses, white.
Aren't they all? Yeah, I'm thinking of Stephen Merchant. Hello. Folklore Portal 2. Yeah, but he was talking about, I mean, if this is the same video, but doing backing vocals and not being able to necessarily sing. Like, he would, I forget how he did it. He would speed the song up, or he would slow the song down because it was easier to sing on time, or like, pronounce your words better. And then he would speed the track up, but instead of having a weird like squeaky voice, he would just use the format shift so it would sound normal.
Natural.
That's a good way to like do. Yeah. You can do rap verses or stuff like that.
Just because did you just link the video that he's talking about?
Yeah.
How do you have that?
Yeah, I think he showed me this video too. After I got Little Alter Boy.
Yeah.
I first saw it with Disco using it, and I was like, oh shit! I wish I had that when I was making Forever Nothing.
It's good
because when I made Forever Nothing, I had to use Edison's format shift, and you have to literally like you do it, and it's first of all it sucks ass. It's awful, and you have to like tweak it, and then it renders it, and then you click on it, and it's like, oh that sucks, and you have to change all the settings again. You got to go back and do it again. It's such a pain in the ass, and the Little Alter Boy is just literally just
so good.
You
just
turn
3 knobs.
You put it on the effects chain. You can turn it off if you don't like it.
Plus, like, it's so cool. You can do so many cool things with it. Like, you can set like the the robot, so it's just like one note. It's almost like
Yeah,
you're
and then
singing
you
like
can
a
use a keyboard.
fucking. You can do what?
You're basically using it like as a vocoder.
You can use a MIDI. You can put MIDI into that.
You can use MIDI.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can play it on the keyboard what you want.
Whoa.
Oh,
whoa,
whoa,
really?
whoa!
Yeah,
what?
he shows it in that video you linked.
No, I didn't.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah,
says the video no
maybe I
longer-
saw it on their website.
There is
yeah,
another plugin I
link
use
a MIDI to it,
that has a thing like that I've done before, but I didn't know Alter Boy had it.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Little Alter Boy. It's such a weird name for a plugin.
Yeah, I don't like the name, but
Because
I hate saying it.
Give me Big Alter Boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
Give me Little Alter Girl.
you know, I'm just
straight.
happy that I don't need to worry about getting canceled for my VSTs. So I basically just use the built-in fruity ones, and that's about it.
Oh, fruity!
I
Wow.
use mostly those.
Yeah, no, stock plugons are so good.
Yeah, FL Studio has really good fucking plugins.
Yeah, it also has too many plugins sometimes.
Someone brought up. Oh God, who was
Not
it?
that many.
Was it Mr. Quiz
Depends.
asking about DAWs? And I was just like, I only have experience with FL, but like,
I've
can't go wrong.
tried using
Ableton's
Ableton
good
quite a
plugins.
few times. It's
Their
just
plugins are good too.
Flex is really good.
It's really kind of a learning curve coming from FL because everything just works.
Yeah.
And the flow in FL is what I really like. Now, I do think there are some cool shit you can do in Ableton. I've been watching a lot of in order to get myself inspired for the 48-hour stream. I keep calling it that. I'm not streaming for 48 straight hours. That would just kill me. The 2 days of album stream or whatever. I've been watching a lot of producers on Twitch make stuff, just kind of get inspiration, try see how they approach stuff.
Mhm.
And I never realized how much we micromanage as producers. But anyway, I saw some people doing Ableton, and there's some cool shit you can do it. I've seen people write songs where they have it in a loop function, and they just record the MIDI as it loops through, and I'm like, that's really cool. I like that. But
You can do that in FL as well.
it's probably I haven't figured out how to do that.
I mean, if you just go to
loop overdub.
Edison and loop something.
Well, I was talking about like MIDI and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that. Like he has
with MIDI
basically
as
has sections just and he just adds a new
I
pattern
will
and
say
then
it's
records it.
a lot of this stuff is possible in FL, but it's like the workflow and how easy it is to get there. Like that's the difference between your DAWs. Like even FL has a performance mode, but I think
it has
Ableton's
a performance
is just
mode, but
easier.
it doesn't look like it flows or works as well as Ableton.
And same with the piano roll. FL people love the piano. It's possible
Right.
to do that in
piano roll in
Ableton, but it's
FL.
just better in FL.
Yeah, FL has it so good with the piano roll, and then the piano roll in Ableton is oh man, I definitely back before I had a MIDI controller, I was like, there's no way I'm using Ableton. This shit for the piano roll sucks. Dude.
I think the only thing I want to know how to do in FL that I know you can do in Ableton is the sort of DDS sort of sputtery sample sort of thing they do.
It's that or what's it, granulizer.
It's
Yeah,
the
granules.
try living like this VST plugin. You ever done
Exactly.
that?
You don't have the DDS.
Well, things like there's other artists who actually who aren't even in the vaporwave scene who've been doing that sort of same thing for years, and I've just always been trying to figure out how to do it in an easy way without having to go in there and then chop it up because I could probably do that. It just would take a lot of time. I'm too lazy.
You can do it with what's the Slice X? You can
No,
set-
Slice X, yeah, you definitely can do it with Slice X.
Slice X could do it like that, and you just have the end time goes smaller, so it goes stuff like that.
Yeah, you could.
Called basketball.
I forgot all about Slice X stuff until I watched the stream recently, and I was like, oh, I forgot about Slicer and Slice X. I was like, oh shit.
I don't think I've ever actually used it.
Slice X was.
It's good for the way I saw the guy use it. He was using it for he was taking the amen break and basically.
Oh, there's been a bunch of
slicing
amen break
that.
things I've seen on TikTok, which is
Yeah, and what he
It's so
does is
sick.
he has several breaks. I think he assigns every drum type to a certain velocity, which is cool, and then he randomizes the velocity of it, and then he fucking basically almost switches up and turns around parts of the. It's really cool.
It's
the way
really
he did it with
dope.
Slicing. I was like, that's really. I never even thought about doing that.
Expand your brain.
I do a lot of that stuff physically. I'll pull.
I don't do it with Slice
yeah.
X. I do it I slice the fucking sample and then I move that
Exactly.
here.
I mean, I've always done it. Actually, what I used to do was actually chop up a song in Audacity into like 20 or 30-second little chops, and then feed it into the beat the thing that would basically take your song and turn beat divider or whatever it was like. Basically, take every sound in there and would make it its own separate little thing on the
MIDI
thing. You just
keyboard.
get rid of the whole thing, and then you'd basically just go up and down, like just do random little bits.
Yeah, that's what SliceX does.
I mean, okay.
It does it as a VST.
You just put an audio file in, and you can set launch points, and you just be like beep beep, like Skrillex.
You can do it auto. You can also set your own custom ones and stuff. So.
Yeah, FL has the piano roll. I think Ableton is at least slightly easier. You're working with
for samples. I think so too.
Right.
There's some stuff there.
A lot of their stuff is built in, like volume automation and stuff is just like right there in like the sample instead of like having to make an automation and all this.
The same way well,
yeah.
They also have to pay for upgrades.
I think Cubase.
Yeah, suck my cock. Lifetime free upgrades.
I think the other thing I like about FL over other plugins, if I click on if I go on my desktop and I double click on FL, it's up like that. It's up. It's ready. Everything's there, and you drag it in. It only has to load a little bit if I bring in something. But I feel like these other DAWs, like they have to load everything before you go into it. I guess I don't know. Like I click on. I remember I used to tried Ableton, and it would be like it took like 2 minutes to fucking load up on like my old computer or some shit. I'm not. I might be exaggerating, but it's like
I don't have any.
It takes so long to boot up.
I don't have any experience with any other DAW except for FL. And
like, Mario Paint.
What?
Yeah.
That was my first DAW, Mario Paint Composer.
Mario Paint.
Oh, fuck. My first DAW was Punkomatic on Newgrounds.com.
My first DAW was the Town Tune board in Animal Crossing.
My first DAW was actually MTV Generator 3 on Xbox.
Oh my god. Yeah, my first DAW was Beat and Fuck on Newgrounds, Makerspace stuff,
my first DAW was a Labrador Retriever.
I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hang on.
Holy fuck, dude. Who cares? Well, he's gone. Do we want to talk? What do we got? Core funny in that group. Anything cool going on? Sorry, we were gone the last few weeks. Everything getting mixed up. Homesick Festival happened, and we should have streamed.
Well, hey, there's 5 Fridays this month. So
yeah, what are we doing? Are we doing another show next week, or are we doing media dump?
I think we're doing media dump next week, and then the week after that, we're gonna do something else.
Okay.
I bought this at a game store for like $8.
Yo, that's the one. I know a lot of people who used to do that too. There's a Russian exchange student who went to high school with my brother who was over and was like, "Whoa, what's FL? I only know this. I don't know PlayStation 2, that thing."
Oh my god. I thought everybody made their music on play. I thought everybody made their music on the PlayStation.
Hey, this thing is pretty neat. I didn't make anything in this, but I saw somebody was saying they were using Magic's music maker. Which is
okay. Who else bought the Korg?
I have it on
Switch
Switch.
game,
I have the one on DS
and
as well.
never used it. I have the one on the DS too.
I use the one on DS more than the one on Switch.
Oh yeah, I mean, what was it on the DS was actually pretty like fun. It was just like beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Have you guys ever tried FL Studio mobile?
Yes, I did.
Dude, I made some tracks on that.
I had a mobile for one.
I didn't like it.
It's good for like idea. They had their sequencer and stuff on it. It's good for like idea, like ding 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 ding. Okay, save that for later. But I don't know.
I bought it so I could use it in like. I had a marine biology class in my like senior year.
Wow.
Which was basically like he would show you a picture of a fish and then he'd be like, okay, class is done. And then so basically for the rest of the class he would just play movies all the time in that class. So I bought it for that class so I could just do it in the class. I was like, it didn't work.
Yeah,
I used to use it in high school. I made some. I'll post some.
Don't stop posting links.
Oh, you're gonna post music?
Roasted. Doesn't matter how good you are, boy, if you don't post anything.
At least once.
Disco.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's go.
Probably one of the best fucking music writers I've like ever met. Post your music.
Post your hole.
It sounds good.
Post hole.
Don't overthink it. Release it, please. It's so good.
I mean, this is like when Cyan Blue had sent me this album like back in like February. And it sounded amazing, and it sounded like it was finished. and then he just decided to hold on to it, and then quote unquote work on it for like a year, and then get it to me. Okay, cool, thanks. It's been a year.
Hey, that's the whole point of reworks. You can go back if you don't like it.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. If you don't like it,
fix it later. There's got to be a point where you tell yourself, you know what, it's as good as it's going to get for now. Can I just get this thing out?
I always set a deadline. If once I like the album is basically there, I'm like, okay, how long am I going to set myself for a deadline? And I think I'm not going anywhere. I was like, it was like July, and I was like, okay, at the end of September, you're done with this album. And 2 days before the end of September, I was like, this is probably as best it's gonna get. And I said,
and it shows.
I think the last album that I did that was the last Father album, Residue. I gave myself, I wanted to come out that December, and so by like October, I was like, okay, I gotta set a goal of like, gotta get this done by like November, end of November. It got done like end of like mid December. So,
but you gotta like set a deadline.
I set a deadline, but I mean, I blew past that.
If you don't, you'll just keep working on it forever. My wife Alana was the one who was like, you got to do that. Yeah. I think it was with Hypnagogia. She's like, you need to set a deadline right now for that shit. Because I was fucking beating for Hypnagogia. I'm gonna be real with you. So what happened to the files of Hypnagogia when I finished that album? Okay, I was beating my head against the wall so much with that album. I literally, when I finished it, I deleted the files. I just said, fuck it, no, they're gone. To stop working on them.
Wow.
I hate myself for that, but that's what happened. I deleted the files to stop working on them.
You should have your wife just like steal the files and put her.
Yeah, she should move in with me.
Herbicide makes a good point. A deadline, like 48 hours, for example.
No links in the chat, please. That's so funny. I wish I've never held a track to that regard to be like, it's gotta be perfect. I have worked on a track a few times. There's like, if you listen to like the early version of Jamila Jamil, that I think I played it in like a live set. It's like super weak and really dumb. And then you listen to the current version, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, for me, it's been less so. Because I can, when I put my mind to it, if you get in the zone, I can finish a track real quick. And like once it's done, sort of thing. Like, one day it's done, and just put it out as is, pretty much. Yeah. The problem is getting to that point where you're in that zone, and like you're actually making something that you think sounds good. Is hard for me sometimes, and when I think it's like when I try to put a deadline on that, sometimes it just makes it even harder to come up with something good in that like last span of time, because I'm glad I gave myself some extra time on the residue, because I originally had like 2 other tracks set to close out the album, but then I was like, they don't feel right. They don't feel it's not right. So I kept working at it, going at it until
the trick is to have a reasonable deadline. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like don't be like, oh right, I have to finish this album in 48 hours. No, I have to.
Here's the worst part is why you should set a deadline, because if you have a track you started and you're waiting and you're keep trying, eventually you're gonna learn something new. And your new stuff is not going to sound like your old stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you wait too long, eventually you'll outpace yourself. I mean, I guess if you're still, like, learning, it's like I said, I consider myself, like, if you, like you'll have to go back and make your old stuff up to the standards of your new stuff. And, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, you could have just released this and had it out in the open. And, like,
and I've been working on the next thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when you start another project while you're working on a project.
Yeah, yes.
Because I do that all the time. I did that back in March. I started like 4 projects all at once, and now none of them are done. And now all of them have been trashed. Because none of them were... one of them I'm going to finish. One of them I actually am going to finish because it's just instrumentals. But I'm going to hopefully get that out early next year.
I also feel like, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like there's a longer space in between when I put something new out. Like, it used to be like, multiple albums a year. Then it's one every year, and then
Well, your
now it seems like it's
standards do
one
go
every
up.
other year.
Personally, it's because like standards go up. And for me, my methods become more complicated and they're better. And it's like I don't want to put out a fucking classic style Echo Jam, whatever. That's no effort, fucking terribly mixed.
I don't really want to go back to putting out an album a month like
I think
other people.
I think in 2015 I released like 6 things.
Jeez.
And then this year, all I've released this year is a single, which is Always. I released Always. And then the reworks and which are coming out next week.
Witcher 3.
Reworks. Yeah. And then I have some remixes which somebody here is working on and then somebody elsewhere is working on.
Damn.
And then the album that I'm making at the end of the month.
Who's working on it? Which one of us? The guy, that one in the sea?
Let me look at the stream here. Where are we?
That one. Yeah. Disco.
I'll get it back to you by the year 3000.
In the sea, dude. I can't wait. That song's gonna be sick. You shouldn't have told me. You should have told me it was due at the beginning because it would have been done already. Instead, you were like, "Well, anytime," and now I'm taking my. I kind of wanted
it by the end of October.
It's gonna be there. Like I said, I gave what's his face a deadline of a week. So Tuesday, I'm like, get to me by Tuesday, and if you can't or whatever, no big deal. But then I'm finishing.
Well, the other person, I wanted to have another person do a remix, but I know they
suck.
Busy, and I was just like, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's fine. You got real busy with your own shit.
It's gonna be good though. That's a good track, the one I'm doing. I have actually a ton of. Besides that, I have my own single. Well, we can talk about this in the plugs. Fuck it.
Yeah.
For me, I try to bare minimum remain creatively active in some way or some form.
I have to take pills for that.
Yeah, I gotta take pills to stay up too, man.
It's creatively active. I have CD.
Creative.
I mean, it's always gonna be. Yeah, I mean, just stay active in some sort of form or way. I mean, I haven't not like even though I haven't released any like albums this year, it's like I'm still like doing shit.
Right.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is still creative.
Oh man,
I'm creating.
I don't want to get on Destiny, but I tried Destiny 1 recently. I do not.
You tried Destiny 1 recently? Come on.
I'm
creating holes in people's heads with my freaking bow and arrow.
I hated that you had to every time you had to do something, you had to load the hub world for like 5 minutes.
Why don't you load my hub?
Sucked. Oh my god.
Well, Disco also streams every week, and he's making shit, man. Super annoying on there. So
yeah, he's super annoying.
But honestly, though, it's like that does. I'm sure it takes probably a lot out.
It's
in a good way.
It's a lot more fun than music making for me at the moment, because it's a really fun way of sending out the Discoholic vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a strange mixture. It's very fun. It's a strange mixture of comedy, funk, and
bangers.
Penis.
Oh.
Yeah. You said you wouldn't bring up the penis.
Come on. You Dan sensitive about my penis. And nobody talked for the rest of the podcast.
We just sat here in silence, just.
In the sound
of
silence. Hey, I'm gonna be right back.
Again?
Yeah.
Guy's shitting, I bet.
I gotta go.
Okay, Fighting at Core 3 again. We're doing something Halloween themed on Drumper.
Dude.
I'm gonna try my best to find like spooky tapes.
Nice.
Or tapes that maybe have something weird on it. I don't know.
Sure.
So I've got to do a little more. I've got a ton of like stacks of tapes, but like I don't know exactly what's on all of them yet. So I'll do a little bit of a look over, then we'll go from there. But anything specific you guys want to watch?
We should watch something like, I don't even care if it's a VHS. We should just watch we watched The Matrix. We watched Halloween Town on stream last year, or at least I did.
That was fun. No,
That movie
was fun.
sucks. That movie sucks. That movie sucks too much to be like funny to rip over.
That movie was not funny to talk over.
We need to
I
find
had a good time.
Really?
Oh, I'm glad you had a good time.
We need to find like a relatively good movie. Oh my god, look at this guy.
What the fuck are you doing?
What about somebody in the chat? Is there a Scary Godmother? That'd be interesting.
Oh no,
It's a classic.
Is that the animated one?
Yeah.
Like, the weird look. All the kids look completely different from each other.
Are you talking about Scary Godmother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
Listen, in case Flame asks if you can mail John VHSs.
You still have that PO box active?
I got rid of the PO box because it was a fucking $100 a year and no one was sending me shit. Which, to be completely honest, I didn't really say too much about it. But also, people already know my address. They could just send me stuff. It's whatever.
I don't.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll send a bomb.
Spotify viewers, please email us at funnynetnet@gmail.com for suggestions on what we should watch on Hallows.
FunnyNet viewers, please kill the president.
I mean, we can watch the Vienna I Love with Andre Rieu, the violinist.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure.
Or
we can watch Carrie Underwood with Jane O'Neill.
She's pretty scary.
Oh no, sorry, that's all scratched out. We can watch David Letterman.
I'm down. He's pretty scary.
He's pretty
Yeah,
scary.
I know.
That's pretty scary.
Yo, we can watch Jesus is the Reason for This Season.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
Whoa, that's compelling.
Do you see this man in your dreams?
Yeah, I mean,
fuck yeah. Well, anything else we should say about Dan Mason? Whatever. Anything I wrote down that we really need to cover? I guess the only thing else I wrote was just like, so you stream, regardless of Dantober, you stream in general now, more frequently a little bit. GeoGuessr, music.
I do GeoGuessr and then production streams.
They're good.
Kind of switching between the two, doing whatever I'm feeling.
I watch them.
I just stream usually in the afternoons on weekdays, so I know most people are probably not home. They're probably at work or something. But
yeah, but I still tune in.
Yeah, I just do it whenever I feel like it. I stopped doing scheduled streams. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, maybe a lightning round answers. The best reworked version of a song, like somebody in real, and besides us, what's the best reworked version of an old thing? Not like a remix, but I don't even know. Like someone re-recording
a song. Oh man, what's the name of the freaking band? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Hurt or Johnny Cash?
That's like a cover, though.
That's a cover.
The only thing I got is a lot of people during COVID were doing like IRL like versions, and like there is like new recordings of Goldfinger songs that are really good. And then there's the band Men I Trust has a bunch of garage session versions of their songs. They're way better.
The song Camp Adventure by Delta Sleep. It's an emo band. The original version was very much like rock heavy version, and then they made a second version that came out on like another album that's like a little bit more kind of indie electronic sounding and more like mellow and chill, and I think it's just like 20 times better.
Nice. Disco, did you already say one?
What?
Do you have one or no?
No.
I answer? Like, the second question was, what's the worst one? What's a really bad? It has someone redone one and poorly. There's the only one I can think
Mason's Melatonin High was a really terrible rework.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it. The rework of fucking Friday by Rebecca Black.
Oh, that was like
I kind of agree.
A hyperpop version.
Parts of it are kind of like
I get behind some hyperpop, but I mean, it was just a bit grating, to be completely honest.
It was pretty wild.
Picky.
Like, I have an unironic appreciation. I think I've always had an unironic appreciation for the original, because like it's got some catchy moments to it. It's not good, but it's also like it's
silly. It's when I remember when it came out, I was like, this doesn't sound any different than what's on the fucking radio. Like,
exactly.
It's all the lyrics that are weird. Fun, think about fun.
Thursday,
yeah, the lyrics are dumb.
Friday.
The lyrics are dumb, but it was also written by like a kid in like middle school.
Well, it wasn't written by her though.
Did she not write that?
No,
Of course not.
She didn't write the lyrics.
no. That's why it's
I
so
was
fucking
like
weird.
40-years like, dude.
It's written by Patrice
It's
Wilson
Patrice
or whatever. Yeah, that's why it's
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he wrote. I thought his thing was like, oh, you write the. He produced the track. I knew that. And probably wrote the chords and
I
shit.
bet
But
they
like,
write
I didn't
the
think
whole thing. I
he
think they
wrote
write
the
whole
lyrics.
thing. I think they
I
write
thought
it.
Do you really think that a 15-year-old could come up with the song Friday? I'm
Yes!
sorry. That's-
7 a.m. No, I
absolutely
think they. I swear. What about Chinese food? I like Chinese food.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's another one by them.
What, really?
Yes.
Was it
Just
My
looking really
Jeans?
defensive all of a
I
sudden.
remember
What
My
the
Jeans.
My Jeans? What was it, by Jenna Rose?
Jenna Marble.
Jenna Marbles. She has a cute dog. Check her out.
Not into
at
dogs.
jennamarbles.twitch.com.
Jenna Marvel TV.sex.
Okay. I've heard of Jenna Marbles for years, but I've never actually seen a video.
Have you seen Squid Games? That's her.
I haven't seen like the full movie. No.
The full movie.
So what? I basically watched the synopsis of it. That was like 40 minutes. So instead of watching it for 6 hours, I could just get the whole thing in like 40 minutes. So I mean, I was good with that.
you know the masked people with like the PlayStation button head.
Yeah.
There's this Daft Punk account that I followed that's so fixated on the Squid Game people with the masks now because
Yeah.
Daft Punk too, you know.
The worst rework I've heard is you know Hello
Squid
Goodbye,
Games.
the band that was from like the mid 2000s. They're all like they did the song Here in Your Arms. Because you are the one that lies close to me, whispers hello, I miss you, all auto-tune and shit. If you don't know, that's an old like middle school hit. But they did a rework version of it recently. I don't know how recent, like 2018, 19. I can't remember if it's how old it is, but it's called Here in Your Arms to Back in Your Arms, and I was like, no fucking way. And it just has like, it's like the same instrumental almost, maybe a little like remastered, but then it features an artist that like you cannot understand what they're saying. It's such a disappointing, because I was like, oh, this is like, I don't know. It's sort of, the guy's vocals are like, they're not rap, but it's all like, and I'm like, what is? You cannot understand him. I'll show you it after maybe we'll watch it in the after show.
Yeah,
but it's what?
Can't think of a bad one.
Oh yeah,
that I've heard that off the top of my head.
I just came up with a good rework.
Ninja Sex Parties Level Up.
You ever heard of Tronic Box?
No.
They make 80s covers. They made 80s covers of like pop songs, and they sound really good. Sledgehammer,
those are like those covers, you know. Those not like a
Sledgehammer.
Okay, no, not that Sledgehammer. Fifth Harmony Sledgehammer, really good.
Fuck off.
No, we got listen to
no,
it.
You've
got to
There's
listen
only
to
one
it.
good song named Sledgehammer, and that's by Peter
Dinklage.
Gabriel. That's the only good one.
Well, who cares? Let's do plugs.
The only thing that I could think of for bad, I just wanted to bring this up because I just thought of it. It's actually more of a remix. You remember Amaze? Do you remember Amaze on Spotify? Have you ever listened to like the City Pop playlists on Spotify?
Maze 1981.
Yeah, Maze 1981, who takes all these like Tatsuro Yamashita songs, compresses them to fuck, and then releases them.
Yeah, they used to be the only source of Plastic Love.
It's called it's called
bad.
Vaporwave, and it's valid.
No, it's just like the thing was like they were just so compressed and like overblown. I just remembered that. I don't know. I just wanted.
I'm getting
like,
one.
all this shit got taken off. By the way, you got a fucking copyright claim for that.
We have to listen to Fly Day Chinatown by Maze 1980. It's so fucking funny. The drums are completely off.
Write some of
the
these
beat.
down. We'll listen to them in the after show.
I put it in the chat.
Nice. Yeah. Pluggity Doug.
Dan,
We'll start with Jonathan.
Yeah,
I got here late. You know, I might as well go.
Yeah, we want you off as
AOL
fast.
Vinyl still available. Business casual this week. We have 1,000 Eyes.
Whoa.
Self-titled 1,000 Eyes. Really good, FM Skyline, Windows 96 vibes. Then last week we had portable television by Mulch Prize. Very funky, vaporwavy goodness. Check that one out. It's digital only on that. Outside of that, I'm working on the new album. There's no date, but next year for sure.
You showed that to me. Oh.
Well, I mean, it's still. I still got some more tracks to work out.
It's sounding really good.
But
did you get my messages about that?
I did.
Okay. I don't want to spoil anything about it.
But yeah, that's being worked on. Again, AOL Vinyl. We still got tons of these available. Please. They're cheap. They're pretty cheap for what they are because they were expensive to make. Also, Dan Mason vinyl on schedule. Okay?
Yes, I'm not going anywhere. Vinyl's still available.
Unlike other vinyls, they will be within your hands quickly. Other vinyls, you wait years to get.
I mean, yeah. I'm still waiting on that Macintosh Plus vinyl. I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, when is?
I mean,
yeah,
it's been an old English spelling bee. I'm gonna be old by the time it gets here.
Yeah.
Won't be even speaking English anymore. Just have it happen.
I love this. I love this scene. Disco. You watch my stream in WDSKO. Sorry, that's
where'd
what
the
you
O
sound
come
like.
from?
Is there no WDSK?
WDSK 97.9 FM, home of the funkiest in disco and news, hosted by your usual host, Scooter. Disco.
Nice.
Tomorrow, Saturday, I will be surprised if I'm not streaming, but I will let you know. It's going to be fun. Recently, I added a channel point reward where you can boo, you can trigger a laugh track. This one, people can cheer. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, no, we're just going to keep booing.
Yeah, let's go. Everybody, let's destroy him.
Awesome.
We're gonna send you a shock, and then we're gonna laugh at you, and then when you're like, "Guys, stop!" we're gonna boo.
Daniel.
I'm not going anywhere. Vinyl still available at Business Casual. Not sure how many we have left, but we still got them.
Got about 100 left.
Yeah, we got about 100 left. Go grab those bad boys. Melatonin High rework dropped yesterday, and the rest of the reworks are dropping next Thursday, October 21st. So check that out. And then at the end of the month, be sure to just come in and just say hi. You don't have to stay the whole time I'm streaming. I'm going to be streaming a long time. Do not feel bad if you leave my stream. Like you can just come in and say hi and then leave. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But
the genius of Dantober is he drops new tracks, and you're like, wow. This sounds great. I wonder what he's going to release next. Well, you can check out what he's going to release next if you go to Dantober, October 29th to October 29th, 2022.
Furtober.
October 29th, 2022.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that's a long stream.
Year-long event.
For the most important guy here. Sorry. 3D Blast has stuff coming out. Oh, oppa, nani.
What?
Oh, aki. So he's got a part of 2 compilations that are releasing. I don't know, but those tracks, at least one of them is coming out November 5th. Check out my track Drenched, baby. We're getting wet. Shut the fuck up, Quiz. 3D Blast has stuff coming out. Hopefully not any compilation shit. That comes out. It's a Bandcamp Friday too. 3D Blast is coming out. It's National Hispanic Month, LGBT History Month or something. Because they're fucking history. Get them out of here. Get the LGBT people out of here. They're history.
They're just disintegrating as we speak.
John! Yeah, fucking. I don't feel so good. We got another thing coming out in the compilation, but that's not announced yet. Neither of these compilations I think are announced, but that's probably coming out by the end of the year. I hope. A remix of somebody that's gonna come out in November. It has to.
Maybe
it's gonna.
Something around
It better.
It better.
It will.
That's on my.
I want to drop it on my birthday, but
when's your birthday?
Cares about Alana.
It's Thanksgiving. Birthday. I'm not dropping it on Thanksgiving because no one's gonna listen to it. They're gonna be busy doing
But something to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Listen to it with your family.
There's gonna be well, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
There's at least 2 tracks coming out this year. The third, I don't know. I think it's this year, but it's done. I'm working on the new album, baby. There's spicy tracks. Got some dope tracks in the work. I'm trying to rework my stream. I don't know what to do though. I made a new intro screen, so check that out. I'm trying to stream Mondays, so let's just play some Destiny 2. Let's start slow. Get back on Diablo 2. I can't. The servers are down. Fuck that game. Fuck Blizzard. I like what Blizzard did. No, I hate them. They can suck my cock. Everyone's like, all right, everyone. Servers are back. They keep going down. I don't care. Fuck Diablo 2. What else? What else do I got?
What's your hat?
It's a Voltron.
Oh,
when's that dropping?
Check out Voltron on Netflix. Subscribe. Get yourself a Netflix subscription.
Yeah, you can watch yourself the squash games. I don't know.
Get yourself a Netflix subscription. Perfect time to get a Netflix subscription.
Splatoon, the TV show, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Check out comedy on Netflix. We're doing really well right now.
Use code 3D Blast to get 30% off the new Dave Chappelle special.
Tell him I sent you. Yeah. Or don't. I don't care. What else? Is that it? Do I have anything else? Anybody else want to plug for me? Friday, China.
3D Blast has a new single out tomorrow. It's called I Love Being Problematic.
I do that. It's so much more fun than being regular. Fuck that.
Christ has a new single coming out next Bandcamp Friday. It's called
I'm Gay, but it doesn't seem like it.
Dan Mason has a new album coming out in the next minute or two. Just waiting on DistroKid to. It's called Hi Guys, It's Me, Dan Mason. Discoholic has a new single coming out in the next 10 years. Just give me more time.
With that, we gotta wait for the thumbnail, and we'll be back in the after.
Yep.
Bye, everybody. Donna, Zan, you have to wave.
Dan, Disco. Guys.
Yay! Clip it.
Smile like everything's good. Smile like there's nothing wrong.
Goodbye.